Hello guys, welcome back to Dear Dev. I said we were going into HTML and we are starting now, so let's dive in. The full meaning of HTML is Hypertext Markup Language. People see it as a programming language, but it's not a programming language. It does not handle logic and store data and manipulate data. It displays web content. So HTML is the skeleton of our web content, while CSS is the flesh. In our HTML file, we have a lot of elements. Elements are tags that are wrapped around data. Sometimes these tags can be empty, but most of the time the tags are wrapped around data. When you have a file with an extension HTML, you know you are dealing with an HTML file. So you have home.html, index.html, aboutus.html. With the HTML, you know you are dealing with HTML file. So the tags in HTML are what we use to display the content that we want to display. So tags make the content show the way we want them to show. So there are a lot of tags. You have tags that help you show paragraphs. You have tags that help you show headings. You have tags that help you display tables. There are different types of tags. A lot of them, but we're just going to look through some. When you want to start working on an HTML file, you start with the DOCTYPE that says, this is an HTML file. Browser, when you see this, help us render this page as an HTML page. So to start, you give your DOCTYPE. This tells the browser, this is an HTML page and this is the version we are dealing with. So as soon as you do this, then you can now start creating your tags. Your tags are wrapped around data. The combination makes elements. So many times you are trying to get an element, it's a tag that is wrapped around data. So the tag we usually start with is HTML. As I said, elements are wrapped around data. So that is a tag and it's going to be wrapping around data. So everything we are going to be writing will be inside those HTML tags. The lang equal to en tells the browser the website is working in English language, so that when you are using screen readers, it follows its kind of pronunciation because it knows that it's talking about English. So the lang helps us know that the file we are dealing with is written in English language because I wrote en in the quotes. But outside the lang, this is my HTML tag. How you know tags is that they have an open and close bracket. Tags are usually written as open and close. This is the opening tag, HTML, and this is the closing tag. Same HTML, the only difference is that I have a slash. What helps us know that it's a closing tag is that it contains a slash. So the slash helps us know I have finished writing what I want to write, and so this is a closing. So many times when we want to use tags, we just start out by writing the opening and closing. Then we start writing inside, so we don't forget that we're supposed to close our tags. So tags, most tags have opening and closing, so your data stays inside. HTML is the root. What do I mean? Web pages follow a tree structure where you have grandparents, then you have parents, then you have children, then the children have siblings. So in the same vein, the great-grandfather of the whole page is the HTML. So every other thing will be falling inside the HTML tag. The HTML usually has two children. We have the head and the body. This should be easy to remember, head and body. You see, I have opening and closing. The head opened and closed, the body opened and closed. I'm supposed to put my content inside the head and other things inside the body. The head stores data about the web page. Most of the time, users don't see the information that are written inside the head tags on the web page, but they are very useful. It guides browsers on how to display the web page, but users don't get to see those things on the web page. While the body stores what you see on the web page. Head has its own children. I told you it's a tree structure. The grandparent is the HTML, then we have the head and the body. Now, head has its own children, and the body also has its own children. In the head, we tend to use a meta tag that stores the character sets. It tells the web page that, okay, when you see this kind of characters, it tells the browser that when you see this kind of characters, this is how you translate them. When you see some dots or some numbers, translate it to an emoji or translate it to a colon and all that. So the character set guides the browser on how to display the content on the web page. Character sets, just like our lang, are called attributes. Those are attributes of elements or attributes of the tag. Elements are tags wrapped around data. So that's why I said attribute of the element or attribute of the tag. We are going to come back and talk about attributes. They are very important, especially when you come to JavaScript. They are very important in trying to manipulate the DOM. But we are going to come back and talk about the attributes. We just need to understand the tags and how they get to make things work. Now look at this tag here. It opens but it does not close. We have tags that open and close, but there are some tags that don't open and close. They are standalone. They don't really wrap around data. And meta is one of those tags. We have other tags like img that displays image. We also have br that gives a line break, breaks the text. So if you have text and you separate the text with br, it means that the rest of the text will start on the new line. hr, which gives a horizontal row to your page. But we are going to come back and talk about self-closing tags later, like the image and the br and the hr. But right now we have written our meta tag. Another thing we should not forget to put in our head is our title tag. The title tag is wrapped around the title of your web page. The title of my web page right now is my web page. You can call it anything you like, but I am calling it my web page. This is not all that is going to be in your head tags, but this gets us started. Our body tag shows what everybody sees on the web page. So now let's start by adding a heading. And I want to say, hello world. I have a web page already. To see what you have done, you go to your folder and open this file with browser. So you use something like open with and select whichever browser you want to use to open this file. When I opened it on my browser, I see hello world. When you get to the top of the page, you can see my web page, which is the title of my page. Let me change it to something else. You see how it works. Dear Dev. When I go back there, I see the title of my page is now Dear Dev. So when you're even trying to go through multiple tabs in your browser and you hover on that tab, you should see the pop-up showing you that the title of the page you're about to look at is called Dear Dev. So you can see we are saying hello world. So if I want to change my header to something else, I would say hello Dear Dev. And here we are. I have hello Dear Dev. Don't forget to like this video. And don't forget to share so that we can carry other people that are trying to learn JavaScript along. And please subscribe so that when I drop the other series, you are alerted and you don't lose track of what we are working on till we get to the end. See you some other time. Bye-bye.